everyone, this is Caitlin with Kait's Collectibles, and today I'm going to be reviewing and unboxing the Lunar Pen or Disguise Pen from the Moonlight Memory series of products. So the Moonlight Memory series is basically reproducing a number of the 90s toys with maybe some slightly updated designs, but for the most part they've been pretty accurate to what the original product released was. They do have different box setups than the originals did. So one of the things I like about this packaging is that it's very bright and colorful. You can see that where it says Moonlight Memory series here, they use a bit of a rainbow font for the words Moonlight Memory series. And they also have the 20th anniversary logo noted there. One of the things that's different about this box, though, than the 90s version of this product is that the 90s toys all had clear plastic windows so that you could see the product while in the box, which was a lot nicer in terms of displaying your product so that they weren't out collecting dust. These ones are solid boxes for everything so far. What they've done with this one is the original 90s version actually had a blue ribbon that ran across the front of the pen that said Sailor Moon. So they've sort of replicated the ribbon rather than producing it just in the packaging itself. So that's a really easy way to distinguish whether or not it's the new or old version of the toy. So the sides of the box also detail some of the scenes from the anime here, or some drawings, I guess. Tuxedo mask on the other side, as well as cute little phrases like moon power. I like that with this one they also tried to kind of imitate the sparkly diamond thing without actually making the box completely reflective. A lot of the boxes have been really sparkly, but with these series, because they're the 90s toys, I think it's nice that they actually don't do that. So I'll open it up here. Before I do, you can see on the top that they also note Sailor Moon 20th anniversary for the product there as well. The back of the box also has that toy logo or Bandai logo I've mentioned before, so you can see that it's an official product. I ordered mine as well through a deputy from Japan, so I believe it was through the premium Bandai site from what I can remember when I ordered it, which is why I needed to use a deputy. One thing as well about this is you'll also notice actually here, they mention what type of battery the pen needs to operate. So it takes 2 LR41 batteries. I didn't expect this to come with the batteries because of things like the Proplica that did not come with the batteries, but it came in working order already, so I didn't have to go out and hunt any batteries down. So in terms of opening it up here, there's a lot of packaging, some of which I pre-removed because I've opened it already. The instructions for use, despite obviously not being in English, are pretty clear to understand in case you do need to replace the batteries at any point. The function of lighting up the pen, how to take the top off, as well as how to actually use it as a pen and to replace the ink inside, which you can do if you want to take this out and actually use it. So if you saw the review that I did on the Prism stationery line that included one of their versions of the transformation pen, this one is a lot bigger, comically bigger. It's a lot bulkier to hold in your hand. It doesn't really feel like the real product probably would have been, or like the real item would have been for her, but it is replicating the 90s version of this toy. So I would say that in terms of that, it's actually quite accurate. It has a really nice pearlescent finish to the pink, which I'm not sure how well the shininess kind of shows up here, but it does have a bit of a reflective pearlescent quality to it. There's also the jewel part, which is quite large, but it's surrounded sort of by that crown shape with the crescent moons. You can also see the detail on the side of the pen here on the clip. The little red bit that sticks out here doesn't actually do much of anything. It's just kind of, I guess, you know where to press to light it up. As you can see, it lights up like that. It doesn't play any music, which is maybe a little disappointing, I guess, but the original 90s version didn't play any music either, so I wasn't really expecting it to. And they've got just a teeny tiny little logo there for Sailor Moon, the little crescent moon on the band. That's how you know it's the front side of the product, because it doesn't have that when you go around the back. So much like the other pens, the other ones you would actually pull off to open. This one's just a twist, and the little nub comes out there. So it is pretty easy to use if you were actually going to use it as a pen. Size-wise, it is fairly comfortable in an adult-sized hand, but I would think that as a toy for kids, like the original was, this thing would have been absolutely gigantic. So for adult collectors, maybe not so bad because you can hold it fairly comfortably. But if you were actually going to use it to write, you can see it's just, there's no really comfortable way to hold something this big and use it to properly write with. So this one is more of a product that I would probably put in my display case, but I wouldn't even consider using because I just couldn't see, despite the fact that you can change the ink out if you run out or you use it up or you want to change the color of it or what have you, it just wouldn't make any sense for me personally anyway to cart it around, especially because I would imagine that the gold reflective paint, probably as well as the pearlescent paint, are very likely to get scratched. Anyone who had any of the 90s toys, especially things like the Star Locket where they have all this reflective gold shimmery plastic, they got pretty scratched up with the bit of playing that I did with mine, and I was very careful with mine. So to take something like this to work or school or wherever you might go to use it, it's probably not going to hold up very well over time. So it really is more of a collector's item than it is anything else at this point. So that's my review on the Lunar Disguise pen. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will be continuing to go through my collection. Thanks!